joining us today. As above, so below. This is talking about Mars energy. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for being a part of our lives. That those are tuning in. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditions. To each and every one of you guys, we're still in the month of February. As in the United States, they call it Black History Month. But any history without Black history is not history at all. It's lies. We appreciate those that understand that a lot of the genealogy comes out of Africa, and so the beginning of civilization was found there. So therefore, that is the genesis of all creation and also man. We all appreciate each and every one of you guys, mankind, I should say, because woman was first. So we want to thank God for each and every one of you guys that are being notified. As you tune in, I would like for you guys to hit that like button. What's up, Unveiling Ann? We're in the season of Pisces. What's up there, Shamari, my Cancer from Chi-Town? Mama Susan chiming in here. What's up there, Gemini in the house? To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to my brothers and sisters in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Paulo, Mystic, and Ajay. What's up there, my Sagittarius, Stormy, out here in Detroit? Thank you so much for being with us. Hello to each and every one of you guys. This is going to be a good one on tonight. Y'all know I like to keep it real, 100, some days 1,000, and some days I'm in the mood to be 1 million. So we appreciate you all. I am rocking my Fedifun Shango, the king of the religion in Ocha. And to each and every one of you guys, I am in the process of being crowned my Fedifun Saint Lazarus Babluaye to those that practices voodoo. To each and every one of you guys, excited. So I got some good news for many of you all. What's up there to each and every one of you guys for being with us and those that are desire to practice real magic. And one of the things that since I've been doing this since I was a child, I'm 51 years old, and so what I try to do is share information, universal knowledge. I do not teach my personal beliefs or my practices, but I teach universal law because they apply to everybody. It's applicable no matter where you are, whether you're in the beginning stage, intermediate stage, or you are a beginner, or just on the sideline and just watching. But this is an opportunity for you to actually hear from somebody that actually lives this and actually manifests. I don't just do spells, I manifest. I don't just do conjure, I manifest. I don't just work with spirits or mediate with spirits, I do manifestation work. And so a lot of times people are more concerned about the aesthetics of hoodoo and voodoo and Santeria Lakumi. I'm here to practice magic. If it ain't manifesting, I'm not with it. I don't care what the tradition is. If you're not bringing it to pass, I'm unconcerned about what spirit is saying to you. So that's where I'm here on today. I appreciate many of you guys for the likes, the shares, also to the level of support that many of you guys have been giving Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. All of those that have supported Minister Mario, son of Atroci, in his crowning and as he ascended on June the 21st, 2023. And many of you guys have still been showing love not only to him but to his daughter. I want to say thank you so very much. What's up, my 69 Renee in the house? Appreciate you so very much. And so to each and every one of you guys that come into my live, this may be your first time in my live. I'm gonna preface this special to people that don't know me. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign Pisces. And what that should mean to you for your particular safety and for your particular opportunity, you don't want to find yourself on the ire with me. So a lot of you guys come in and you're accustomed to trying to haggle and trying to be funny. Don't get clowned on my live for free. I'm going to get paid. You're not going to get paid. But I will clown you and I will roast you. So do yourself a favor to act accordingly, that you're here to actually learn about magic and spirituality. And no matter whether you practice hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, don't worry about my attire. It's no concern of yours. You are not in my particular tradition. This is something I have to wear because I will be going to crown this week in order to receive Bablu Aye and the family of those Orishas. So I say to you, once again, giving you an opportunity to realize you're dealing with a Sagittarius with his moon in Aries and rising sign Pisces. We're in the season of Pisces. I am being crowned during Pisces that knows no bounds. So you can take that for whatever it is worth it to you. All right. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. You guys have been showing so much love and support. Once again, I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. And once again, to each and every one of you guys, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God. Technology of the soul. That's how I get down, and that's what I do on this platform. If this is your first time in your live, you want incense burns. We burn incense during our live, and so therefore, if you need, let me give you a little rundown because some of y'all new on my platform. So I got healing incense, better business, high John, oil of gladness, triple threat, 7 chakra. That's the only one that is $50. The rest of these are $20. And peace incense, love, road opening, mental clarity, blockbuster, money, guardian angel incense, ancestor incense, protection, reversal, stop gossip, and courtroom work. What's up, Karen O'Brien? There go my Gemini. Come on up in this room so I can tell y'all now. Listen, today is a very important day because first of all, I want if all of you guys that know, there go my Natasha Foster. Ooh, I needed that. From Aquarius, from North Carolina. Thank you, Lord, for the chocolate. Thank you, Lord. Nibble, 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 bite, bite, bite. Nibble, 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 bite, bite, bite. Chocolate. All right, I got it over. I'm over it now. Had to get past that. So you just don't bite a hunk out of chocolate. You got to nibble on chocolate. Some of y'all, that's why you can't keep no man or woman. When you messing with chocolate, you must nibble. You don't bite. Nibble. Yes, nibble. Anyway, but today, guys, is my middle child, Josh's birthday today. He's 20. He turned 29 years today. This is the middle child that has always been a mess. My Pisces, and this is the one when they say Pisces is about escape. Josh has always tried to get out of whoopings. That's from calling his mama to come pick him up early before I get home. From his mom, he literally even tried to get my mama to keep from getting a whooping. Like Josh. What I love about Josh is this. Like my eldest son, he's a Cancer. So when he get a whooping, he don't want to be bothered. He just mad, whatever. It don't matter. He won't deal. But Josh was a child like, listen, I done got a whooping, I'm hungry. You gonna feed me? He was like, Trey be like, you a traitor. Josh said, no, I'm hungry. Beat the energy out of me. I need to eat. So he was always a child like, if he done got chastised, he was like, whatever. It's like, so he'll deal with it and go on. But Josh has been, he is the child that if you got a Pisces male or female, they believe in hugs. Like a Pisces, Josh is a child that I wasn't a very nurturing. I would say nurturing child, nurturing parent. So what I mean by that is like I'm a provider, I'm a protector. Like those are my big things coming up with my kids. And Josh would always be the child, if he did something, he want to hug. And I would always stiff on him. Like, boy, I done bought you this, boy. What you talking about, hug? Dad, come on, give me a hug. Josh going with that. Josh always wanted to hug. He didn't care what the occasion was. He didn't care what was going on. He always wanted. So one day he was like, oh, I'm going to wear Dad down. And he was like, come on, Dad, just a hug. Just bring it in. But he's the one that really got me more to be more I was affectionate, but not like that. Josh always gave me that. Oh my God, that kid just. I mean, even to like because I was always Superman, and Josh always in Batman. So even when Josh went to college, I still was buying Josh Batman stuff. So I asked him one day. I went to him while he was at college. So I was like, Josh, do you want me to start? I mean, because you're older now, do you want me? Does it bother you, embarrass you that we bring you balloons and birthday cake and all that? He's like, no. Josh never cared. But Josh, he just, we talked back and forth. His mom called me today. His mother wanted to let me know that I hadn't called her and checked up on her because she was birthing my son today. She's a Sagittarius, so you know we got to be extra. So she was like, "Why you ain't call me? I'm having your baby today and all that." So that's what I was dealing with today. And so I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that do not mind wishing my son, my Josh Ely, a happy 29th birthday. Very excited for him. He got one more year for his Saturn return, and he has been. Well, let me tell y'all about him particularly. I got 3 sons, but him particularly, he's always been the. Me and his mom has been on opposite fence about a lot of things. Josh was always the person that always trying to keep the peace, and he always tried to keep the separation between me and them and stuff because you know he knew our temperaments, and so, but he's always been a respectable child. A respectable child for to me and his mother, even in adversity. And one day he was doing something, and he was like, "Oh, I thank you, mom and dad, for what you doing for me." I said, "Josh, I'm not doing it because I said if you had been a disrespectful child, I wouldn't be doing shiggity for you, you know. But you have never been the kid that as grown as you done got and things that you accomplished and going to college and graduating and all that, you always been not respectable to me, but you've been respectable to your mom. Even if you disagree with us, you still handle." He found a way to handle me and his mom as heated as things have gotten in a very respectable way. And if I call him grown right now, he said, "Wait a minute," because that's a different term when it comes to you. Is I ain't that grown. So it's been a pleasure, and it's still a pleasure. For him to be my son, and I just appreciate you guys for showing him some love on this day. It just he like, even when it came to women, Josh really wanted to be a very nice guy, but he's like, "Dad, they don't want that." they don't want that, as I'm getting what they're looking for. But I mean, I'm really proud of him. He has his he lives in Georgia, and he has his own place, got his own car, doing his own thing, taking care of himself, and it just to be a young man that's out there, and he don't have, none of my kids have children, so I'm very proud of that, because I had children very young. They have a chance to go out and make a life before they create a life, and that's something I always try to instill in my children. Don't go out having kids early when you have not created a life for yourself, and so therefore you can actually have something to share and something actually to be an example for your kids. And so I wish my kids didn't have to be raised up with me, but I am definitely proud of all 3 of them. But I just wanted to say to my middle boy that I'm very happy for him, and that he's doing well, and he is gaining his spirituality, and I just thank God for that. What's up there? My Boaz in the house. Yes. So that was my big news today. I also have another big announcement. Those that did not know, this is your first time on my live, and I have been raising funds to go through the crowning process of Ma Fedi Fun St. Lazarus, Bablu Aye. And we had went from 13,000 to about $7,800, and then we got down to 57, 54. But I'm here to tell you guys tonight that the balance has somebody blessed us this morning, earlier today, I shouldn't say this morning, earlier today, with the remaining balance of my ceremony. So that ceremony, that money has been accounted for, and so we are ecstatic over here on my platform. That I brought this up during this particular live because I want to say that we have something to celebrate with. I will be an American Black English speaking apostle and pastor that is crowned Ma Fedi Fun Oya, and soon this week be crowned Ma Fedi Fun St. Lazarus. So we are definitely on our way to some new heights and new depths. I am over the hill excited. I'm more over the hill because many of you guys stepped up, and I did say to earlier, I was like, I appreciate everybody on my platform, Especially, I wanted my church members to have opportunity to get involved in this, and they people that were close to me, they came through, and so we have a lot to celebrate. It's overwhelming, to say the least. I have been in warfare behind this and going through in my body and stuff like that. And the day it broke, when the last amount of that money came through, and when I tell you guys, I'm excited not only for myself, but I'm excited for everybody that's a part of our platform, that's a part of our tribe, that's a part of our Patreon, that ever step foot in apostolic faith. I'm excited for you. Those that have come to my live, I'm excited for you, because one thing that I am very good at is I believe in executing what I learn and what I grow in. I'm not just going to get a tool and not use it. And so therefore I excel at anything that I set out to do. And so I'm excited for us all, because I want to see where this takes this platform. And to all of you that want to practice more in-depth magic, those that have not gotten a chance to get my advanced class, do yourself a favor. If you believe that you are advanced witch, warlock, sorcerer, sorceress, hoodooist, conjurer, get my advanced class. Please get my advanced class, and then come on my platform and tell me, do you still feel advanced? If you have not had my intermediate class, please, certain man. I want you to take my classes so you will understand how in depth that I know. Yes, Ogun is great. I go along with that, definitely. My Fedifun Ogun. So I'm celebrating being and going through the crowning process. My path in St. Lazarus is Aloha. That's what it is. Aloha. That is. And that is the path of the cemetery. And so I'm just excited. I hope that you guys are excited with me. I hope that you feel that the appreciation that I have for you guys. And I'm talking about from small to great. I don't want nobody. I'm about to get that in intermediate class this week. You better do that, unveiling. And Monique says that advanced class is everything, and I do mean everything. And once I get those classes down, because I want you guys to understand why I can't do certain works, because those type of works cost money. But to know that you up on a leader or somebody that has that in-depth information and actually can utilize and execute that information. I don't just have a bunch of knowledge. I actually operate in that knowledge. So I want to talk about something today that is personal. And I titled this "The Myths and Fables Concerning Spiritual Warfare." And I work with Ogun when I'm going dark work. That's good to know, Tiffany. I'm dark, period. Let me say this. And I'm going to say this in a way because we on my YouTube channel. The reason I want to talk about myths and fables when it comes to spiritual warfare, because I believe that a lot of people, what's up, Jelly Sweets? My Gemini, there's a lot of people that believe that you have to be doing something to somebody, bothering somebody, tampering with somebody for people to spiritually attack you. Now, I also want to talk about the fact that it came up in my reading that it was two women that were working against me. One is trying to remove me off the scene, and the other one is doing other stuff. But I already know who they are. But that's besides the point. Now, I want to talk to y'all because I want to keep it 1,000. Okay? In order to do real magic, you can't lie. Energy don't lie, and you can't lie about who's attacking you and why they attacking you. Majority of our issues has a lot to do with the pettiness of women. And now I want to break this down to you guys. I don't owe these women nothing. I ain't slept with these women. I ain't slept with their husband. I ain't slept with their children. I ain't slept with their dog. These women have no business whatsoever fighting me. Another reason why they don't have a reason fighting me is because we're not doing the same thing. I am a church. I am a ministry, and I am practicing the ATRs, which is a part of Ocha, which is a part of Lakumi, which is a part of Voodoo Santeria. I need y'all to really hear what I'm saying on today, because if y'all don't open your understanding of why your protection needs to be stepped up, why you need to be aware when you are out in public and even on these platforms, because there's so much jealousy about the love that we have on this platform, about the knowledge that's shared, how you guys interact, and when it comes down to being petty, and so maybe that's the reason why I'm dealing with the things that I'm dealing with, is because of some of the fact that I probably didn't sleep with you. And that's why you doing what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you ain't got no business throwing at me. You have no business trying to throw at people on my platform, because what we do over here concern you not. What this over here, what's going on, Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ, my tribal love over here, this ain't taking no money out of your pocket. Whatever is generated over here comes from what this platform offers. And so therefore, for you to have the mindset to be throwing at me or trying to do witchcraft or brew here at me because of what I am accomplishing on my platform. First of all, I'm a Black American man. You should be glad that a man like me that is out on this platform that is actually teaching other people not to demonize the ATRs. But this is how the ATRs get demonized, because we have people that practice these ATRs that have poor character, that they have they're very superficial in the aspect that you may think that you are more or greater based off of a number. You may think you're more or based off of, when I say number, I'm talking about number of followers, number of subscribers, number of likes, number of years in a particular ATR. At the end of the day, it's about manifestation. It's about conjure. It's about how you're bringing service to the people. It is about the clarity that people get when they come to my platform. And so therefore, the fact that I'm out here giving honor to the feminine energy, and I'm out here and teaching people how to honor the feminine energy as well as the masculine energy, you would think I would be the last person on your hit list. You would think, matter of fact, I shouldn't be on your list at all. But the fact that you feel it necessary to attack me for what reason? Because it's not my personality and it's not my ego. Because truth to be told, ma'am, you got an ego. Actually, your ego is bigger than mine. Only thing bigger that I got is my prick. My prick is bigger than yours, but not my ego. Because at the end of the day, I understand who got me here. And I want y'all to understand this. There are so many people have different mindset. They feel like if they practice in hoodoo, that they're going to protect them for everything. If they practice conjure, it's going to protect them for everything. There are so many different sciences out here, sir and ma'am, that if somebody wanted to attack you, because none of us are above being attacked. It's just that if you protect it well, it either not going to happen to you or what they intended will not take place. I want you to understand why we do our incantations, why we do our daily prayers, why we do ebos, why we do I put stuff all around my house, I put stuff around the church, I do conjure work when it comes down to me on social media. I cover a lot of that area. What y'all hoes messed up was I'm on vacation this week. And anybody that really know me, what I have not done in a very long time is getting on rest. And I'm talking about it in years. But this week, I have been getting sleep. And when I sleep, my spirit leaves my body. And I get rejuvenated. Let me say this to you hoes. I don't spend that much time in my bed, not even for sex. But I've been in my bed since Monday. And I've been laying down trying to rest my body. And I've been getting myself together. And I want y'all to understand, just because you have an idea of what somebody is doing to you, doesn't mean that you should attack that person. This is what I believe. This is me. I believe in reversal. See, these are the people that are going to attack you. But when you do the reversal, they're going to put it out in social media that you're attacking them when you're just returning back to sender. And this is why I do the return to sender. Because if you're not sending nothing to me, nothing going to come your way. I'm going to say this again real slow for you. See, this is how when you use the terminology, a hit dog will holler. When people lying about what they doing to you, it's irrelevant. It ain't your job to, oh, I'm gonna expose. No. That's why I still don't call no name. See, one thing about me, I don't need to call your name. I don't need nobody to know that you the one that doing what. All I need to know is how to do a return to sender effectively. So what you put out against me, against my social media, against my people on my platform, will go directly back to you. So when you start hollering about I'm attacking you, that's the hit hard dog. Because guess what? I don't call no names when I do return to sender. I don't do that. I taught Minister Mario that. Know why I do that? Because the moment you talk about who you think it is, then you miss the ones that are really doing it. Oh, let me say that again. See, when you get my reversal incense and you return that back to sender, don't mention no name, because that if Shango doing something against me, he gonna get his ass towed up too. If the squirrel across the street, if it's a neighbor. See, when you target people, then a lot of times you minimize where the attack is coming from. Sometimes because of the fact that you don't realize that certain people have certain things. And let me say this, whether you realize it or not, the safest way to get a energy off of you is to send it back to the sender. But you need to have the proper tools. You also got to be able to protect yourself from that stuff coming back. Because the person that's attacking you, they already have the advantage because they're already attacking you. You are at the disadvantage, so you have to put yourself back on offense. And so one of the things that I like to do is I like to make sure that my return to sender hits hard. When I do a return to sender, I make sure it hit hard, because this is what's going to happen. They got to respond, and they're going to get help. And I'm going to tell you, explain to you guys why they have to get help. When it is your energy that we are sending back, you can't remove that. You're going to have to get help. And you're going to find them going outside of their practice, outside of their coven, outside of their elay to get help, because it's their energy that came back. They can't remove their check. So they're going to go to get help from other people. So you're going to find yourself in war with more than just the individual, but with other people that they're going to seek help from. They're not under attack. They're being besieged by their own check. They are being besieged by their own intention. They are being besieged by the ditch that they dug. And I need y'all to get to a higher level of thinking. So when you hear people and people are talking, listen to key words, because that's going to let you know that they are really the antagonist that's getting tagged. I'm going to say that again. They are the antagonists, but they're getting tagged because they done got caught in their own snare. And they ain't nothing. Let me tell y'all something. What bothers me is in the age of Aquarius, in a time and dispensation where we need as many men and women on the front line that's not afraid to and not ashamed of the ATRs, and especially in the church world, and especially our black melanated men and women, to find a man of God, to find somebody that is truly seeking the spirits and honoring the eguns and doing all this stuff on an open platform, very open about his practices and how he interacts with the black arts, and giving you scripture that makes it easier for your journey, and for other people to stop calling you a devil or demonic or evil, but it is your behavior, not what you are really upset about. Because let me tell y'all something, when it comes down to these people in these ATRs, they have an ego like none other. When you don't do what they want you to do, let me preface this first. To everybody on my platform, to my members and all, y'all done heard me say this before, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it very clear. This is Mars energy. In honor of Shango. I don't believe I own you. I don't believe I own your soul. Just because you favor me, just because you support me, I don't believe I own you. Let me explain what that means. I had a situation today. One of my clients came to me and talked to me about going somewhere else to get something else. And I was so appreciative, and it just was a matter of respect. But that's what you do. You show respect. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe I own, so I would never tell somebody not to. I actually liked the person that they were going to. So that even made it even better. But my thing is the idea that when a man or woman don't believe they own you, then they're not trying to traffic you. They're not trying to be your flight attendant. They're not trying to navigate you who to deal with and who not to deal with. Now, I'd like to know who you engage with so I know whether I need to shield my energy, because everybody don't like Apostle Ely. And everybody smiling in my face or smiling on my online don't care for me. And that's fine too. Now, the difference is when somebody thinks they own you, when they have an ego, you belong to them. When you go to them one time, you theirs. There are people on this platform and this social media and this ATR, they claim people. Thank you so much, Bean DC. They claim people, and therefore now all of a sudden your soul, your money, your time, your energy belong to them. And if you engage with somebody else, they have a problem and they will start beefing with that individual. I don't have time for that. I believe that grown people make their choice. That's the greatest magic that you can do around me, is make a decision. Because if you make a decision, I can make one for you. You understand? And so when it comes down to spiritual warfare, a lot of conflicts start out of people's ego. Because people feel that you shouldn't, because of who they think they are, that you should choose them over me. They don't like how you get on this platform and talk about how you learn. Like, they act like they the one giving me my content. You're not giving me my content. You have absolutely nothing to do with my gift, my abilities, my insightfulness, my knowledge. None of that. I had that before I met you. Been doing this for years. If you've been following me and follow my videos, I have been speaking and teaching like this for years. I have been out here operating revelatory knowledge, wisdom, and understanding for years. And now that I am in Ocha, which is just another 7 African ATR that I'm utilizing to have up under my belt, so that when people come to my church, that I have more tools to help God's people. Because that's how I look at it. Me and you not doing the same thing. Me and you not looking for the same thing. And this is the kind of stuff that when you guys are out here messing with people, a lot of times you can invite a war to your Tata, your Mambo, your Hugon based off of you interacting with them, because that person gonna feel like they own you. All of a sudden they're gonna try to draw you away from that other individual. Normally, what they're gonna do, if you actually like the individual, they're gonna undermine your confidence in that person, and eventually they're gonna find ways of being negative about that person in order to pull you away from that person. A house divided against itself. I would tell people, you can't take from me one never mine. Somebody in talking about slow down, easy. Sound just like your mama when I be riding her tail. It is really, really important that when you're engaging out here in these spiritual streets, that you understand that a lot of these people take social media and these numbers to a whole nother level. They want to be the baddest witch, warlock, sorcerer, oracle, Tata, Mambo, Hugon, whatever. They want to be the baddest Orisha, Loa, Nkisi, and Pungo ever. And so therefore, it is easily to offend these people, because outside of this, they don't have a reality. Outside of this, they don't have a name. And some of them have certain credits behind them, but they want more. And they feel that because of their credits, that I shouldn't have certain credits. Well, you don't know what put me in this position. And just because I don't run off my resume fully, because I'm a Sagittarian, because I have no problem flexing. But I don't run my resume because it's not for everybody to know what all. Because my spiritual dad taught me, you don't tell nobody how much you can see. You don't let nobody know how far you can do anything. Nobody needs to know the extent of your ability. So I'm never going to put my full resume out there. Now, if you get an award with me, then you will find some of my resume coming through. But my point is to all of you guys that are following me, especially my babes, when you come on here, I want you to know I do my protection work. And it's sad that people don't feel comfortable. We're in a place and in a setting that they enjoy. That they don't want to be attacked because you see their name, because you see their amen, because you see they thank you, Jesus, because you see them praising Apostle Eli, and that bothers you. But you did not. I labor for this. Paul was the last apostle. If you believe that, then why are you here? If you believe that, then why are you here? But thank you for joining us. If you believe that Paul was the last apostle, and just to give you a history lesson, you want to come, especially on Black History Month, I'm going to come mess with a black melanated man. Paul never existed. Those names were made up to emulate the 12 signs of the zodiac. The 12 disciples were all zodiac. And each aspect of the apostleship was the zodiac. Yeah. Come on. Let's talk about it. See, when you come on my platform, I need you to understand that I am thoroughly educated when it comes down to what I preach and what I teach. But I need you to understand, you come on my platform with these half-truths and trying to make a point, I will make a stronger point. The point is you don't know what you're talking about. And the fact that you didn't know that Paul never existed and that was a part of the zodiac sign. That's what you could have came in here and said, but you didn't do. You're trying to be funny. And see, that's when people try to be funny, you end up being made a joke. But I'm black. You didn't think I knew that. Because, you know, black men don't know nothing. And some of y'all get on here in these platforms and you actually think that some of us are not educated in certain areas. Just like they were asking me, do you know who Lilith was? I said, yeah, that's Adam's first wife. You know, and they asked me that on my job. Because they just assume, because I'm melanated, that we don't understand history and where these concepts come from. But I am very well endowed with that. But I want to say to many of you guys, learn about spiritual warfare from people that engage in spiritual warfare. Learn about spiritual warfare and why it's necessary to protect yourself. When you're out here, and one of the things that I want women to understand, the average trouble that you're going to get into is going to come from another woman. Most of the breakup work and relationship that a lot of y'all go through in all of these ATR, some woman is doing that work. Very few times it's a man. Very few times it's a man. Doesn't mean that it's exempt a man, but very few times that if you're having health issues, if you're having financial issues, you have the things that other women do. Shalom, shalom. The thing that other women are willing to do to other women and then get out in social media and then say, oh, we need to protect women, especially black women. You the first one to be throwing juju, conjure, obia, voodoo, Santeria at a melanated black woman. You the first one. So it ain't about what you say, it's about what you live. If we were being honest, if we were really doing spiritual warfare, and instead of attacking a black melanated American black man, and you got all these senators, all these people that are out here making laws that hurt melanated black women and melanated black people, that's what you should be trying to get rid of. Why you want to get rid of a voice like mine? Because of what reason? I need to understand that. Because of all the working, because we need your conjure. But why are you using your conjure on somebody like me that is actually an asset to the kingdom, that's actually an asset to the ATR, that's actually an asset to the church world, that's actually an asset? And I'm going to still treat you nice because you're not a threat to me. I want you to be very clear. The reason I treat you nice is because you're not a threat to me. And guess what? I didn't say, but Obatala said that people that crossed me and did me dirty, they're going to pay with their skin. I didn't say that. Those were the shells. You already know I didn't say it because I don't read shells. When it comes down to spiritual warfare, all I want my babes to understand, you have to do your cleansing. You have to do your protection work. You have to do different types of protection work. Because for whatever reason, people just feel like if they get a charm or a talisman and let me say this to all of you that got my Fedifun Ogun, or my Fedifun Obatala, my Fedifun Oya, my Fedifun Ligwa. Your magical artifacts have to be on your person or your crystals. In order for you to benefit from that type of protection, you have to have on. When you burn your incense, make sure that you are in contact with the smoke. If you have a problem smelling like a barbecue, I get it. But if you're trying to cleanse and keep yourself protected, then you have to fumigate your body. You have to fumigate your atmosphere. Sometimes when you have that friend or that person, I'm just saying friend, because y'all like to call y'all enemies friends. So in your car, then you need to burn that stop. Like have you some type of sensor or something that you can burn in your car every time they get out. Like literally, I'm serious. It's like if you really understood spiritual warfare and how certain things, especially when it comes to your fine, and let me tell y'all something, nothing irks another woman about another woman than to see another woman happy. When a miserable bitch, unhappy, I ain't say she got a man. When a woman is unhappy, do y'all hear me? She wants to see you unhappy. I don't care if she in conjure. I don't care if she a mystic, AJ. Women don't tend to be mature enough to see some other woman happy and they be happy for them. Most time that takes a strong evolution of truth within themselves and understand, okay, I can do better. That don't mean she better than me. Don't mean I'm worse than her. Women process things very, very different. But if you constantly around somebody and you're constantly succeeding, it's going to be a matter of time till you start having financial problems. It's going to be a matter of time because her envy and her jealousy about you or about your family. A lot of y'all think y'all have a marital problem because of that man. No, you have a marital problem because your friend. I'm going to say that again. I think that's worth repeating. A lot of y'all think y'all got problems with your man, and your problems ain't causing your man. Your problem causing your friend. Because y'all like to call y'all enemies y'all friend. Because her idea that you got something she feels like you shouldn't have. And every time you come around that energy, whether it's a fixed sign, whether it's a mutable sign, whether it's a cardinal sign, whether it's a water sign, earth sign, that's how it's going to affect your, and that's what you need to be aware of. And so when we do cleansing and stuff, we have to consider the energy that you coming in contact with. Just because you got cleansed don't mean you're going to stay clean. That's another myth. Just because you got a cleansing don't mean, that's like saying you wash your ass, I mean you ain't got to wash. Oh, them white people. Anyway, just because you bathe, now all of a sudden, because you bathed that morning, that means you don't have to bathe no more that day. You done interacted in life. You need to clean again. Spirituality is the same thing. For whatever reason, people just think like, oh, let me just do this and it's going to fix everything. Let me just burn this candle and it'll fix everything. Baby, if something is working, don't stop. That's why we call it a ritual. Because that means it's a repetition. It's ongoing. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Another thing, stop telling your goals to your friends and see how much faster they materialize. I was telling Mother Susan, I said a mother will tell her son how to treat a woman and how to respect a woman and how he should handle a woman. And that same mother turn around and tell her daughter not to trust her friend. The same, not a different mother, the same mother. You will teach your daughter to be aware of the trifleness of women, but you won't teach that to your son. Because you don't want your son to know how you got his daddy. We got to do better. We have to make people more conscious. And so, and this is why a lot of women do not trust other women. This ain't nothing Apostle Ela making up. A lot of women have been got by another woman. Done lost their job, done lost their career, done lost their houses, done lost a lot of stuff. And guess what? You don't even know. You thought it was you and your husband getting into it. They were doing breakup spells on y'all. They were throwing stuff in y'all yard. You wasn't aware. And she know you wasn't aware of because you were so focused on that man. Sometimes it's not the obvious. Sometimes you got to follow the energy. Sometimes you got to get somebody to read for you, to get your head in the game. One thing, no matter what I was going through with this situation, getting the money up for the crowning, I always kept my mind on the prize. I want to say to every melanated sister, every conjuring sister, every prayer warrior, hear me and hear me well. Do not take your eye off the prize. The moment you come off the yellow brick road, you are susceptible. You are susceptible to whatever happens. Stay on the yellow brick road. People can throw at you. People can do spells at you. But when you're in the will of God, with that song Karen Clark said, the safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. When you're in the will that God has made for you, or Divine Mother has made for you, or your ancestors made for you, you're going to be protected. And they're going to tell you what you may need to do. I had to take a series of baths over and over and over and over. I got tired of getting in the water, but I had to do it because they're throwing that hard, because they know once we get to a certain place, it's a wrap. Let me tell you, people are going to try to close your roads. All I want y'all to know, I don't have a reason to get on here and tell you can't be cotton picking live. I have no reason to, and let me tell y'all something. To all of my gays, straights, and bis. That's even in the church. Women are taught to pray on their husbands. Women are taught to pray on and conjure on their husbands. So if you don't think your wife working on you, because you ain't going to call it work, she call it prayer, or she got some, that's what she was taught. She learned that from the church. When they say pray about it, that means they're going to mention your name in prayer. And I promise you, she's not going to be speaking in your behalf. Because she's going to be asking. Let me tell you another thing what y'all did. There are some years, a couple decades ago, women were complaining. I want y'all to hear me out. Just hear me out. We're talking about magic. Energy follow thought. Women wanted their man to be more understanding of them. They wanted their man to communicate more on their level. That's what women were. Back then, that's what a lot of women thought. Oh, he don't understand where I'm coming from. He need to understand me more. We need to, okay. Now you got men that understand more like you understand. They want dick just like you want dick. They want to be taken care of just like you want to be taken care of. You're getting what you want because what you needed you didn't want. What you needed was the opposite of you. But you wanted what was like you. And he just has a penis. But he thinks like you. He's a big liar. He's deceitful. All these things that you hate, but that's what you wanted because you know how deceitful another woman can be. Instead of you allowing a man to walk in his masculine energy, you keep calling those things that be not as though they were. You keep asking for things from the divine because you think it makes your relationship better. Huh? Instead of him holding you, now you got to hold him. Instead of him comforting you, you got to comfort him. Instead of him going out there to see what's out there, you got to go out there. Congratulations. Congratulations. Y'all hit that like button, please. Congratulations. These are myths and fables. Because you're listening at other retarded people tell you how to ask for certain things. And all of a sudden, every time this man is operating his energy, you want to call him a narcissist. You want to call him a narcissist. That's the new word. Everything he does is not. If he pay bills, he's a narcissist. If he stick dick in you, he's a narcissist. If he wants some ass, he's a narcissist. If he got 2 jobs, he's a narcissist. If he own a business, he got 2 Like, give it a break. That's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria. Y'all can't play me. I'm in all of these religions. I see it. I hear. It's the truth. And then when you get around them and you ask them what's wrong, nothing. If it ain't nothing wrong, then why you throwing all this witchcraft? Why you doing all this conjure? Why you doing all this praying? And let me ask you this. If you love your husband, then why he got to be a Christian? If you're a Christian, as long as your husband doing right by you, what's the big deal? If you're a voodoo, as long as your husband doing right by you, why they got to participate? Why they can't just be supportive of what you're doing? Because if you had another practitioner or spiritualist as a husband, then you wouldn't be able to do the stuff you're doing. We do real magic on this live, because when it comes down to energy, frequency, and vibration and warfare, I'm telling you, you're bringing warfare to your house because of your mindset. I'm telling you, you're bringing warfare to your finances because of your mindset. I'm telling you how you interact with people that are not your friends, that you have mislabeled, that people that don't want to see you succeed. And no matter how many times somebody tells you that somebody's not good for you, you still allow that energy. So let me break it down to you like this. Whatsoever a man allow on earth shall be allowed in heaven. In other words, your spirits, your ancestors, your eguns, your angels is not going to protect you from something that you given permission to be there. I'll wait. They have no, the spirits of the prophet are subject to the prophet. Your spirits are not going to protect you from something that you have given permission to be there. So they're going to have access. You gave them the passcode. They can go from room to room. You done left them in your house alone. They done put guinea peppers all through your house. And you ain't gonna find them because you don't know how to clean anyway. You gonna blame everybody else but you, because you gave access, because you want to be around who you want. And let me tell you something. It's so many women out here in competition with other women, and a lot of these men, they don't understand that she not doing that for you. She doing that for other women. That man don't care if your hair or your nails plum, green, or pink. He don't care. You care about that. And you care what your friends think about how you look. As long as your coochie work and your throat work, he good. Relationships, the warfare that a lot of people get into is because they believe in these fables. They believe they plead the blood of Jesus, they're going to be fine. Like, you don't believe that your decisions bring in warfare. You don't believe that your associations bring in warfare. I literally have no reason to be dealing with the warfare from these women because I ain't did nothing. I ain't screwed them. Even if I did screw them, I gave them a good time. But I ain't. But my point is, if I did, you got what you wanted, inches. But since I didn't, you have no reason. When you think about what's going on in real life and magic and spirituality, it has a lot to do with decision people make that they don't want to be accountable for the decision. It's about the friends and the association that you have. They are what they say, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Why is that your friend? Why is that your friend? Two can't walk together except they agree. They single, you married. You got a business, they homeless. You got morals, they don't have no values. Somewhere you're going to have to, if you're going to keep professing that you got knowledge, wisdom, understanding, clarity, somewhere you're going to start taking accountability. Why are you interacting with that individual? Because they have a right to function in their energy, whatever that energy is. You need to know whether it's conducive for you. And you keep bringing that energy around. You keep bringing that out change. I remember Mr. Mario kept having this person on the phone. I said, Mario, I don't understand what is going on because I got all this protection around you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what is going on? And he was on the phone and he eventually said, well, I was talking to such and such on the phone. I was like, he gave access. There are certain people that will get on the phone with you just to send you bad energy. They don't have to be praying nothing while they're on the phone with you. They've already done it. They could be standing by their pot. They could be standing by a candle. They could be doing anything and just allowing that energy to transfer from the phone over the phone. Just like we can read y'all over the phone or over the internet. Technology is something that it just transfers energy. And if somebody don't have your best interest, a phone call will mess your world up. Because they got that energy for you. They got that jealousy for you. They got that envy for you. There's so many myths and fables out here and why people cannot be successful because they don't want to listen. They don't want to acknowledge the behavior of other people. They don't want to set boundaries. They don't want to be accountable for the boundaries they set. And if they set the boundary, they don't want to enforce those boundaries. That's not nobody's responsibility, sir, man. I don't care what your spiritual practice is, but yours. You're the only one that's supposed to not only set those boundaries, but enforce those boundaries. Because they're supposed to be your boundaries. Genesis said, I promise you, you be teaching the same conversation I have or thought. If confirmation. And when I get, let me tell y'all something. I ask what you want me to talk about. I always ask spirit. And this is something that is really, really important to our community. Our melanated black women, we got to stop with the bullshit. It ain't just one people. It's all of us. We have to stop with the BS. We have to stop it. We have to stop grinning in each other's face and you know you don't like that person. It's this a huge world that you can exist and coexist on this world and not even run into each other. There is no reason why you have to be in conflict. Why are you so good at conflict? You're not that very good at building relationships, but you're very good at destroying relationships. Because of your ego. And the more power you think you have, the more you don't feel like you're accountable and you apply that rules and regulations apply to you. You think power and talents and fetishes give you permission to violate other people and their places and spaces. Just because I'm an apostle, that means I can go to everybody at the church and say, oh, I'm apostle, chief apostle, 7 Eater Jr., let me in your pulpit. No, ma'am, and no, sir. If I go to somebody at church, I sit in the back like everybody else, they would have to invite me to their pulpit. You got too much of an ego that you feel because of who you are, that gives you permission to be evasive in other people's lives. And let me say this, and I mean this with all my heart. If your pussy was so good, it would satisfy the men that you had already been with. And based off of that, I don't want none. Because if it couldn't hold them, it probably won't hold me either. All right, I'm done. If you want a reading or any of that tonight, wait a minute, look over here. Once again, we are celebrating that I will be going through my crowning process this week. Y'all know I be with it. Jealous Sweet said, give me that reversal. She said, give me that reversal. For my Gemini reversal. Yeah, they don't, I keep trying to tell you, they don't know me. You don't want me as no man, because the stuff that your man allow you to get away, I ain't that type of man. And doing witchcraft and sorcery. How do I get a reading? All you got to do is post your zodiac sign and send $20 to my Cash App. Somebody post my Cash App. Karen O'Brien. Thank you, darling. My Lord, thank you. Y'all gonna make sure I make it. Thank you so much. Oh, might get me misty eyed. I really clicked on something different, but something was facts. Thank you so much, Hayes. Appreciate it. On my platform, I teach universal laws and teach people how to use real conjure and not just use it foolishly. Magic is real. Energy, frequency, and vibration. And at this point of the game, there's no different than finances. At a certain age, you shouldn't be utilizing magic foolishly. Like, you shouldn't be asking for things that don't benefit you. That you should not be asking for things that are really not who you are. You should not be trying to bind somebody to you that you have to take care of. It's just that at some point of your mind of maturity in the higher mind, that you should be asking for things that evolve you and involve your bloodline and help you to heal in a certain way. And those things are very, very important. My readings on live. If you want a consultation, the consultations are in my website. But if you want a reading, you have to Cash App. They posting the Cash App up there. But I really want us, because the people that are learning up under me are learning real magic. So they're gonna be asking for things that are actually gonna change and make things better for them. They're not gonna. You want quality friends, not a bunch of friends. You want quality business associates, not a bunch of business. You want quality clientele, not just a bunch of people, because that's gonna separate the people that you can build with. They're gonna be consistent and faithful. Because I don't build with nothing that ain't consistent and nothing that ain't faithful. I don't care how good it is. If it's a side piece, that's what I'm gonna treat it like. And I can enjoy that side piece, but it's not going to be a main course. I want to say once again, thank you so much. Greg, you would have to get my Cash App, but you haven't sent it yet. So I'm going to call this a night because I got to get up early tomorrow and go to Miami and get the rest of the stuff for my ceremony. Guys, once again, thank you to each and every one of you guys, every last one of you that support me in my process and the things that are going on. And at any time that you want to be a blessing to Apostle Eli, please do so, ma'am and sir. This is going to be something I'm in awe of, and I'm still shocked how quickly God made a way for the finances to come through. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys, and to the two ladies that are working on me. Bitch, please. Like, really. Find you something more constructive to do in your life. Because I'm not. I'm not the goal. I am not the focal point. I'm not in your purview. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, please, sir, man.